Hey, Lisa here. Front Row Promotions. How are you all doing tonight? Welcome to Front Row Promotions. Tonight in the house, we have Darkest Daylight. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us on here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I always like to start off the show with the name of the band. Tell me about the how you got the name of the band.
Okay. We actually named the name of this thing after a song that we already wrote, and this is going back a few years. And I just think we like the duality of the name, dark, daylight type of thing, where we can kind of cover the whole spectrum of of music, because we like the really dark stuff. We like some of the brighter stuff. We got a lot of harmonies, which kind of is kind of like the daylight part of our band, but the darkest part is just kind of like the heavier, the bluesier stuff. And we like the double D thing. It kind of has a nice ring to it. Darkest Daylight. It's kind of easy to remember.
I like that. Double D, yeah.
Yeah. So that's where that came from.
That's pretty cool. So, how long have you guys been together?
Oh man, we're gonna go back in decades here. We've known each other since what, John?
Late 80s, probably.
And that's really strange because we're only, 23, 24 years old. So, yeah, we met back in the late 80s, and we were in a band together with his brother, Matt, who's also in Darkest Daylight. And my brother, his name is Virus. He's in this band called Dope. I don't know if you ever heard of the metal band Dope.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, they're kind of like a new metal band. Not new anymore. They came out in late 90s. Anyways, we were playing since 1980, I would say 89 or 90.
Yeah.
And we've all just been playing in bands, and then we all moved to Nashville. And then we kind of took a hiatus, and we just decided to kind of get together in the last couple of years to start putting together some of these songs that we just never released and we had piled up, and throwing in a few cover songs that we love, that we kind of grew up on, and just paying homage to our heroes, which is always fun, but always putting a Darkest Daylight spin on it.
Yeah.
Important to us, because we always feel like we got to put ourselves in anything that we do as songwriters, So that's how we got together.
I like that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, when I first saw you guys on Facebook, and I saw you're in the Judas Priest tribute band.
It wasn't a tribute band.
Not a tribute band?
No. That was just a one-off. We were like, let's just do a Judas Priest song. We picked
okay. I thought it was a tribute. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was a tribute to them, though. We did that as a tribute because they just got nominated.
That's where I was confused. Okay.
Okay. So that's why we did that.
Yes. But I watched it again, and that's one of my favorite songs, Victim of Change. Oh, my Lord. As soon as I saw that, I was like, wow. And I mean, it just blends well with the other, with them.
Oh, man. I mean, that's an epic song, and it was, it's like an 8-minute song.
Yeah.
If we're going to do a Judas Priest song, man, we want to do a granddaddy song where the old school stuff, and it's kind of more blues based, and it's kind of that where kind of metal started for those guys.
Right.
It was just a fun song to do.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, I did. I do. And I was watching the rest of the videos, and I'm telling you, you guys are awesome. You really are. You're very talented, and just it's like a super wow for me. I'm like, wow. Well, what is your favorite? One of the favorites that you have done. What is your favorite?
Go ahead, John.
I like Free One. That's my favorite.
Oh, Free One, yeah.
It's just one of my favorite songs.
It's kind of like one of our newer ones too, so it's from fresh.
Yeah,
I'm having a
It's kind of like one of our newer ones.
I have to pause for a second. I'm going to turn this down. For some reason, I think what the problem was, I'm gonna see if I can try to save this. Um, hold on. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Something. It looks like that it's not going through to Facebook, and I'm not happy about that. But it is live, and it is going through. It is going through. I'm gonna turn that down. But there's got to be a way I can share it because when this happens and it's still live on YouTube, I can share it onto my Facebook, and everything will go good.
That's
But
totally fine.
yeah. So when it happens sometimes, and I'm not happy about it. But we will definitely have a replay, and we will play it again and again and again and again. So
That's fine. It happens. It's that new technology gadgetry problem thing.
I'm telling you, and I'm a girl from the '80s, and I'd rather have my VCR and my tapes.
Yep.
The phone that's tethered to the wall so you never lose it.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm trying to figure out how to save this. But anyway, we're going to continue with the interview, and it's still live. You're on YouTube. We'll definitely have more stuff going on with it.
All right.
I apologize because I don't know what happened there, but
No, don't apologize. It's totally fine.
No problem at all.
Just replay it.
So back to the question. I'm sorry. Your favorite one was free one?
Free one.
Free one. Okay. And what was yours?
Mine? Oh man, I love them all because I'm so attached to them.
Yes.
I think free one would probably be my favorite because I'm not singing that one. John's singing that one, so it's kind of special to me that way.
Oh, okay.
And it's a newer song, and we were always trading vocals. Like his brother, who plays drums, Matt.
Yes.
He sings as well, and so there's a bunch of songs that coming up that we're going to release in videos where Matt's going to be the featured singer, and we're going to be doing backups. But I think free one,
nice.
yeah. I think we're all kind of singing. Eventually, I kind of like took the first 4 or 5 maybe, and then John took one, and then Matt's got some coming up, and Andy's going to have one. So I don't know. To make a long story short, free one is the newest song, so that's probably my favorite.
That's
It's
awesome.
interesting for the listeners too, I think.
Do you think we could go ahead and play the free one video? And I'll try to get out all my things with the Facebook.
Yeah, do that.
All right. So let's do that. This is Darkest Daylight. I like that name. I really do.
Thanks.
And I'm going to get this closer so we can see.
All right.
Okay. Now let me know if you can hear it. Hopefully it won't come out in like a double sound. Well, that's not the one. Oh, yeah, it is.
There he is.
Is that good?
Yeah.
break it.
That is amazing. All right.
Thanks.
Okay, let me come back into the picture here.
All right.
Okay,
Rock
so
and
it
roll.
sounds good.
Rock and roll. It's only rock and
So
roll.
tell me about that song. How did that come about? And the writing and all of that good stuff.
How did we start that?
It's actually one of Matt's riffs.
Oh yeah. And we're going back years. Like we have a folder on my computer and on external hard drives everywhere that go way back. And that was a riff that his brother wrote, Matt, the drummer there. And he sent me. He always sends me music, but that riff was just he just kind of like gave it to me, and maybe I think he came over and we just recorded it and he left, and we forgot about it for years.
Okay.
But I started kind of writing this melody for it, and it reminded me of Tom Waits. I don't know if you're familiar with Tom Waits music, but we're huge fans of Tom Waits.
Okay.
And it really lent itself to a Tom Waits vibe with like a rhyme scheme. He's kind of
Quirky.
very quirky, but like it's kind of like nursery rhyme type of lyrical patterns. And so we kind of just went with that way, and we kind of started writing about, being an unapologetic rock band, as we proclaim.
Okay.
We wanted to write a song with that attitude where we just kind of throw caution to the wind and we just kind of do what we want, because we really don't care if anybody likes this music or not. We really don't.
Right.
We really do it for ourselves, and we're very thankful and grateful that people actually dig it. So that's the cherry on top, that other people really enjoy it. But that one, which is about being free, being who you want to be. Don't worry about what people think. Don't look for praise. Don't look for anything from the outside, because a lot of times you can drive yourself nuts chasing this thing, right? It's just
do what you do, and
it's like chasing a wild dream and wanting everybody to like you. And you're doing your own thing. I see that in there. There's a lot of different things going on. And I like it.
Oh, thank you. It's about it's about being honest with yourself. And at this point in our lives and our careers, we just want to write the music that we would really like to hear. So it's just a really liberating thing to play music with him and his brother and our buddy Andy, where we all feel the same way about each other and about writing songs, which is paramount if you're a musician, in our opinion. It's like writing is the thing that we're all working for, not just to be proficient on a guitar and learn a song or two, but that's great. But I think when it really comes down to it, you got to write music, because that's how you get to know these artists that we grew up loving, right? We love Rob Halford and Judas Priest and all the Crowd Distills and Nash and all these guys, and we're connected to those songs because they wrote them, and so we feel like we know them. So when you have an artist that believes in what they do, I just feel like there's a cooler connection with the music.
Yes.
So, anyways, not to go
I
off.
love that. That's perfect. More of a connection with the way the music and the writing blends together. Yeah.
Yeah. So we enjoy just the process of it all. We love toiling over the riffs and lyrics and just playing with harmonies and the bells and whistles and just trying to serve the song, though, mainly.
Awesome.
Don't try to do anything outside that.
Yeah, I really like the free one. And there's other ones in there that I like, but I really like how you do the Judas Priest one. That's really cool too.
That's where it all comes from, though, right, John? We're like, that's where we came from. So it's like that type of stuff is just in our DNA, I think, and it's
absolutely.
All the covers that we do are kind of what we're made of,
Yes.
We're inspired by those people.
Yes. Now, who was your first concert that you went to see?
Kiss.
Really?
Awesome.
Yep.
Mine was it was Journey on the Frontiers record. And Bryan Adams Cuts Like a Knife. They opened up for Journey on that record.
Yes.
82 or 81?
Yeah, probably
82. That's the very first show. Yeah, that was a great experience, and it was all magical back then. When you're a kid, and you just connect with that stuff, and obviously the nostalgia you get when you hear it on the radio, and it just brings you back.
It does. Now, what ages were you guys when you saw your first concert?
It was my 16th birthday.
Oh,
my mom took me and my brother to go see Kiss.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't see Kiss till later in my 30s, but but I wish I would have seen them when I was younger. That would have been the most amazing show.
I seen Kiss when they took off I think they took off their makeup. Was it when what record was that? I saw Queensryche on their record was the Warning, where they had Take Hold of the Flame, that one song that came off that record that was kind of got them noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Can't remember what year that was. What was that?
It had to be 80, like 80s too.
83? 86? I don't even know anymore.
My first concert was Alice Cooper, of all first concerts to be.
Yes.
The crazy, crazy, wild stuff going on. And I'm like, I was 12. I'm like, because there's a lot of illusions up there, and I'm like, oh my God.
Were you all scared and everything? Like, was it like dangerous, to
yes, watch? I was looking at my cousin because he's the one who took me, and I'm like, this not for real, is it? I was a little scared, but I'm like, that can't be for real. No, it's an illusion. It makes it look like that. And then I was like, okay. Then I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I was afraid a little bit.
That's the cool thing about like bands like Alice Cooper and Kiss and the bands back then. I felt like they were dangerous. Like rock and roll is about rebellion and being counterculture, right?
Exactly.
And just it's supposed to be kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what's going to happen next type of vibe, where it's just unpredictable, which makes people feel uneasy, which is rock and roll, though, right?
Exactly.
I think we need more bands that are a little bit more to make you nervous. Every so often a band will come around and they'll put the danger back in rock and roll.
Because you don't know what they're going to do next, and it's going to be like a shocker or a surprise, or what's he going to do?
And even with just their songs, their lyrical stuff is a little bit more dangerous and cutting edge, and not so. I don't know, what's the word? I'm not generic, but just a little bit more. I don't know. You know, remember when Guns N' Roses came out and he's using a lot of profanity in his words?
Risky
He put
stuff.
he put the danger back in rock and roll, and that's why they were so cool. You know, like everything else around them was a little fluffy and kind of soft a little bit, and
right.
it came out, you know, and so forth. So
Right, he came out with a kick-ass attitude. We're here, you know.
yeah, they arrived, you know.
Put that right up, man.
Yeah, that's so cool. So, what wild places have you played?
Gosh, every place is a wild place if we play it.
Yeah.
We haven't played out in quite a bit because we're putting these tunes out, but I used to tour with this guy named John Karabi.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and we did. I think that it wasn't a crazy place. It was a pretty awesome place. It was the Monsters of Rock cruise that I did a couple years with him.
Oh, nice, and that's going on now again.
Yeah, it's going on now, and so like a lot of my friends play there. We're in Nashville, so a lot of these bands live here, and a lot of musicians that play in these bands also live here. So it was a great opportunity to play with John. And he introduced me to a lot of people and stuff. And he's here in Nashville as well.
Oh, so cool.
But that was pretty cool. We went, you know, we're just in the tropics on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Nice.
Playing rock and roll. And I'm listening to these bands that I grew up listening to and really enjoyed it, you know. Just tons of bands.
Just takes you back.
Yeah, totally. It was great. Totally.
I was in Nashville not too long ago for the Rock and Pod Expo.
Oh, yeah,
Me and Kandi, my sidekick Kandi, who can't be here tonight. We miss you.
Andy, next time though. Next time.
And there will be a next time because we will have you back on the show. You're always welcome here on Front Row.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Where are you guys exactly located? Where are you? Where do you live? Where are you at?
I'm in Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. Okay, I knew it was up in Maryland.
And Kandi's in Canada.
Wow, you guys got this it's a social media connection thing?
We got this connection, and we met through our friend, a mutual friend named Jay Oakley, and he does the Metal Summit. So we met through there, and we become friends, and then we collaborated and started our show.
And everything's now it's history.
Yes.
Awesome. See how music just brings people together.
That is true, and I love that.
Yeah, it's
like when you go out and you see a show, it's like a big family.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
You know?
And yeah, like the music community, I've learned the older I get and the more people that I just kind of meet through the, you know, along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to know the same people, and it's really a small community, right? It seems like everybody's connected.
Right.
And, you know, you stick with it long enough, and you're kind of like, you just start knowing a lot of these faces. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while. You know, I remember growing up in a band and stuff, and thinking that the music business or the whole network is like this huge unobtainable thing where like, oh, you know, how am I going to meet that guy? But like once you do it for a long time, you just run into everybody eventually, especially being we lived in New York City for a while. So we met some people there, and then in Nashville, it just seems like everybody's here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's really cool here. There's so many cool, amazing musicians that are it's just a part of the whole network community here where it's really friendly and warm, and everybody supports each other. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So we're fortunate. Yeah.
It's a nice place. I saw a few places while we were down there, and I tell you what, they have this bowling alley. You probably know the one. I can't remember the name.
Brooklyn Bowl.
But it's a bowling alley. They have a diner. They have a rock and roll concert area. And they have the bar.
It must be the Brooklyn Bowl. Where we saw King's X? Yeah.
Probably. I just can't remember the name. But
it's
like all of it right there. And especially when you drink, you get hungry.
Yeah.
They got the food right there.
And you can bowl if you want to.
And when you get full, you just want to bowl. You know, then you
Rock
pick
and
up the
roll.
ball and
Yeah.
you start throwing gutter balls. You know, like that, getting stuck in the ball return. Remember that one time?
Oh my God.
Knocking
I haven't been
stuff
bowling
off
in so
with
long.
sticks.
The Brooklyn Bowl is another one.
No,
Do you like bowling the duck pins or the big ones?
there's smaller pins.
Yeah. Well, not pins, but the balls. Smaller balls.
Oh,
Yeah, like that. I never knew that. Mechanical has
I
that.
was an avid bowler. I had the whole fingertip thing because I was a huge PBA
Uh-huh.
fan growing up. So I had to get. My uncle was almost like he was like a semi-pro guy, but he was really good. But he taught me how to use the fingertip ball, where you can spin it and put it by the gutter and just. Have
Oh
it
wow.
So yeah, that was. Yeah, I love bowling, but I haven't done it in a long, long time.
So there's a technique too.
There's definitely a technique, and it helps if you have the conventional like 3-hole where the 3 holes are kind of close together, and then you have the fingertip where they're kind of spread out. The ball
Ah.
sits more in your hand, and then you just kind of flip your wrist.
You give it a pat.
Yeah, put a little English on it. Goes right by the gutter. Bam. Anyway, how do we talk about bowling? We're just talking about music, right? How are we getting to bowling?
Oh, because of the diner.
Food.
The bowling alley that had the food, that had the rock and roll unit in the bar.
Good times.
It's always fun, always fun.
Always.
Now, what would you say if someone asked you, like if they're wanting to do the same thing you're doing? What kind of advice would you give them?
Don't do it. Stick. And what are we really doing? I mean, like, as far as like just pursuing music, that type of thing.
Yeah, like if they want to get in and you like go to like follow going to playing in clubs and stuff.
You just got to kind of network, I think, as far as just know some people and just try to get in with a crowd of other like-minded people. But it's really kind of like fair game for everybody. You got the social media thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the wild, wild west when it comes to promoting yourself. Like record labels aren't really, the same thing anymore. You kind of got to be your own label. You got to make your own way. But it's a lot of work. But if you love it, it's not really work.
Right.
I just say, like, just focus on doing what you love to be doing and just try to put it out there and meet the right people. Just go out there and see bands and make music and always try to write music and have fun with it. Yeah, make sure it's fun.
That's good.
Yeah, don't do it as a job. Don't do it for the money.
Yeah.
No. Don't do it for any of that.
Definitely don't do it for the money because
There is none.
disappointed.
There is
Do it because you love it. Do it because you love it.
Yeah, if you love it, you'll do it till you die. Like I know I'm going to be doing music until I go on. Like I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be doing music. I just love the whole process of making it.
Right.
Maybe.
So, what is you guys? Where do you see you guys going? What is your plan?
Plan? Do we have a plan, Jim?
Just keep pumping out music.
Yeah,
Just keep playing music. I like it.
Just just putting the songs out and kind of hoping everybody digs it.
Yeah, and opportunities always kind of happen, like being on your show.
Awesome.
If we didn't write our music, we wouldn't be meeting you and talking to you and everything. And I just think you just got to write for yourself, and it's about a legacy too, because when you're gone, when I'm gone, I like to think that I have a ton, hours and hours and hours of music and lyrics that I wrote, that if you want to know who I was or what I think or how I am, you can just play all my music and it'll kind of be all in the words and in the vibe of the songs. And it's about legacy stuff. So I just like that idea of just leaving something behind and just trying to pump out as much music before I go.
There you go. That way people can remember what you did and remember your music.
Yeah. It's like leaving
That's
something out.
perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
We have a
We
second
have a second
part of our
part of our
show,
show,
and then we'll go back to talking some more music,
All right.
where we like
where
to have
we
some
like to have
fun.
some fun.
And
And
I have a certain question. The co-host has her question, so I'll ask both.
both.
I'll start with
I'll
mine.
start with mine.
So if
So
you
if you
were in a
were
hot
in
tub
a
time
hot tub
machine
time machine
and you're setting the
and you're
dial,
setting the dial,
where are you gonna go?
where are you gonna go?
Where you gonna go, John? Now, we can go anywhere in time, obviously,
Mhm.
but we can go
This
to
is
any
your hot
destination.
tub, and you want to go anywhere.
Anywhere.
What do you think, John?
I think I'd probably go back to the formation of Leonard Skinner and kind of squeeze my way in.
Ooh, now you're talking. There you go.
That's a good answer.
I like it.
He would make it in Skinner
Check.
because he's
I
such
feel
a
like-
fan, and he'd fit right in with those guys.
Got this riff I wrote, guys.
There you go.
Check out this really cool riff. I called it "Sweet Home Alabama" before they wrote it. That's what.
Oh, there you go. Oops. How about you?
I definitely don't want to go to the future because it's kind of scary these days.
Yeah.
I think I would go back into the late 70s, or no, I'll go in the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s, in
Okay.
that era. And I would
Awesome.
like maybe go to, I don't know, New York or LA
Yeah.
back then, you know.
Awesome.
So many great songs and songwriters and cool bands. And I just feel like that's where the classic rock stuff kind of comes from. And I'm a big fan of the classic rock stuff.
So,
I
yeah.
love that too. Yeah.
70s, man.
Yep.
I'm a big 80s fan. So if I was in that hot tub time machine, I'm going to the 80s. I'm going to stay there.
Cool stuff in the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, we grew up in the 80s, listening to all that great music too.
Oh my God. That was the best.
What was your favorite year in the 80s, or what was your favorite band in the 80s?
Def Leppard. That's my heart. That's
What-
my
what-
band.
Is it? What's the record that really got you into them?
At the beginning, it was Photograph and Rock of Ages and Foolin'. I
Mhm.
loved all of those. And then it came out to be Pour Some Sugar on Me was the running favorite. So I have so many favorites, but I would think those 3 or 4 are the top ones.
Yeah, they
You
were.
said one, right? But I gave you 3 or 4.
Yeah, but it's all together though. It's all like one era.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
record put out.
So my on my bucket list, that's who I would love to meet. I would love to meet the whole band. But if I could only meet one, it would be Joe Elliott.
Yeah, Joe Elliott.
Yeah.
I wore those records out back in the 80s, man,
The
too.
Union Jack shirt. We all had those. Remember that?
I still do. And I
You got
have
that
these
shirt?
shorts. Yep.
He made that really pretty popular, you know. The Union Jack.
They sure did. I loved it.
Yeah.
Now, what's on your bucket list?
Oh, wasn't it you? It wasn't you, or
I think it was a British flag.
isn't it the same thing?
What is it?
What kind of
Union
was
Jack
it?
is the one that-
Union Jack.
Oh, was it? Was it the British flag or is it the Union Jack? John's confusing me. I thought it was a Union Jack shirt.
I think
I'm
it.
kind of ignorant to the which
I
shirt
think
it
it's the Union Jack. Isn't it the same though?
No, I think the Union Jack flag is this flag of the South that people don't really like. I think that's
I don't know the meanings behind it.
I don't know. John's giving us a history lesson here.
Yeah. Might be like a teaching example of it. But the same thing like the Union Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John's gonna look it up here.
Okay.
Is that what you're doing, John? Oh God, he's schooling us now.
So what would be on your bucket list?
My bucket list.
Yes, both of you.
Hmm. our bucket list together. I don't think we ever made a bucket list together.
Or it could be single, separate. What's on yours and what's on his.
Well, we always wanted to go to Jamaica together. Remember? No, just kidding. Bucket list. I missed so many bucket list opportunities. I always wanted to meet George Carlin was one of them.
I love George Carlin. Yes. Oh
God, I had
man.
a chance to go see him, and I was tired. I was living in New York, and he was playing in Jersey.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that passed away that I was like, man, I just wish I would have met them.
Yeah. That would have been so cool.
Bucket list, though. Let's see. I would love to jam with. Oh gosh, there's so many people that I would love to jam with or write a song with.
Yeah.
I would love to sing something with Angelo Moore from Fishbone.
Oh, okay.
That would be really cool. I would love to, man. And we're big, huge King's X fans, so I'd love to sing a song with Doug Pinnick. He's probably one of my favorite singers. Or Paul Rodgers. I would love to meet Paul Rodgers from Bad Company. He's probably my favorite singer.
Yes.
Yeah, he's so good. He started so many other great singers as well.
Oh man.
Yeah,
he's really cool.
Yeah, he's so good.
You got it.
That's all I can think of right now. We're keeping it to the music bucket list, right?
It could be anything. This is your bucket.
You got any bucket list things, Jim? I don't know. No, he's done everything. That's why he's done it all. This guy, he just
Wow.
Right, John?
Not really.
Oh man. Some of those guys in Skinner, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, people I'd like to meet, but that's not really a bucket list kind of thing.
Yeah. If we were prepared for that question, I probably would have gave you a huge, long, awesome answer.
Oh.
A thoughtful, yeah, that's the bucket list. I would love to meet Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
He's better than LeBron, folks. Just want to let you know it's obvious to the eyes.
There you go.
And to the stats. So we'll come up with something.
Yeah. I did get to meet Eric Martin. That was really sweet.
He is a great singer.
Oh my God, yes.
Guy doesn't age either, does he?
No. I mean, his hair's shorter, but he does not age. Nope.
He just looks like a teenager still.
He does. Yep.
He was super young back in the day. I mean, when he was big.
Yeah, you know what? I seen him play when I was playing with Karabi on the Monster Rock Cruise. He was playing, I think right after us. We were playing an acoustic gig in like this piano lounge room type of thing. It was really cool.
Oh,
and he went up there, and I can't remember who he was playing with, but I'm like, I just hear him start belting his vocals. I'm like, the guy's singing perfect still. The guy is so good, so soulful, and he kind of reminds me of a Paul Rodgers type of guy. Like maybe he's influenced by Paul, I would think, because Paul's just a lot older than him. But
right.
Yeah, he was just so good. One of those.
Yeah, I just love it. I was going through YouTube looking through some of the songs, and there's some songs that I didn't know of. And I just played it, and it was something about it. It was like a love song. And I'm like, oh.
Like a rock
that is so
ballad.
What's that?
Like a rock ballad type of thing? Like, was it still like a rock format? Or
Yeah, was it still the rock format?
Yeah.
But it was like a really, really nice love song. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got it. He's just one of those guys that's just dripping with talent, and he's been doing it for years. So he's one of those guys that just keeps getting better too as he ages. Like a fine
right.
It
just grows along right with you.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
So, see artists getting better and better as they go. Their trajectory just keeps going like this.
Yeah. So the other question we have that is Kandi's question is, if you were on a deserted island and you could only have 5 things with you, what would it be?
a guitar. Boston's first record, Van Halen's first record.
Two more.
Maybe a sandwich would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, need food. There you go.
You're gonna need food.
I'll think of my last one.
A boat, right? A boat number one, because then
Gotta have a boat.
I can whatever I want. Definitely like a stockpile of like maybe some prime rib in the freezer. So I need a freezer full of awesome.
There you go.
A lighter
For the fire.
and like a boatload of money. So there you go. So I got my
There
money
you go.
hanging out on the island. Then I got the boat. I can go back and just go to another island, maybe.
Food, music, money, and a boat.
Yeah, it's like that's what everybody needs on a desert island. A boat.
Gotta get a boat to get off of there.
And a dog.
Oh, definitely have a dog.
Yeah.
You can have one of mine. No, I'm kidding.
We got enough over here.
Yeah, we got enough dogs over here.
Oh.
I got 2. He's got 3.
Ooh. What kind of dogs you got?
Mutts.
Yeah, they're all mutts, pretty
Mutts.
much. Tiny little, like a corgi mixed with like a Chihuahua. She's tiny. Her name's Penny. We got this rat terrier looking guy. His name's Moki. But he doesn't have any rat terrier in him. And then we have this little guy. His name is Leo. He's the politest dog in the world. He's like a cat. Doesn't make any noise. Never's in your way. Always asks for everything. Yeah, he's just got a little blonde, little tiny miniature collie looking thing.
Oh, so sweet.
But they're all mutts though.
I have a is it the Italian Greyhound puppy?
Oh.
And I have a Chihuahua. My she's about 8 years old, and the Italian Greyhound puppy is like 9 months now.
Wow, it's gonna be a pretty
Big
fat
span.
dog in the backyard. You got a yard for that dog to be running around like that?
Yeah, we have one. Yeah, and my daughter, she takes it out for for walks, runs, and stuff like that.
Oh. Yeah, that's adorable.
She is beautiful. Yeah. She's hyper. She's got to get all that energy out,
Yeah, absolutely. Those are hyper dogs.
Yeah, she likes to snuggle at night. It's really cute.
The puppy?
Yep.
Oh, that's good then.
The puppy's bigger than the Chihuahua.
How's the Chihuahua feel about that?
She, it's funny because they can give you looks. You know how Chihuahuas do. And she'll look at me like, what were you thinking? You got this dog. But she gets along with it for the most part.
It takes a minute though, and there's probably they get in a little scuffle over food maybe,
Absolutely. Territorial.
Yeah, I think they'll get over it though.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, is there anything else you would like to say, or anything you want to mention?
Got some new stuff coming up.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Tell us about the new stuff.
Yeah, we've been trying to space out kind of like our songs. But the new stuff is going to be really, really cool. We're taking a left turn, I think, with what people may expect. Not really a left turn. It's not like bizarre music.
Yeah.
Different sound, a little bit more cerebral, a little bit more deep, a lot more space going on, But there's some really cool colors in this music that's coming out. It's still kind of dark. It's definitely Darkest Daylight stuff, but we got a bunch of stuff on the burner just waiting to kind of like dish out. But new video, the whole bit.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're excited about that. And as far as that's what we're doing, but I just want to say, I just want everybody and all those people watching and all your fans and our fans as well is to always seek out the new music.
Awesome.
Nostalgia could be a nice thing. Every once in a while, you can sprinkle it in.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start kind of living in the past, man, it's hard to get out of that hamster wheel. So we always suggest open the new doors, look for new bands, new music, and it'll keep you feeling young and fresh.
There you go.
And you might discover something that you like.
Aha, right?
Oh, I like this one. I like that one.
Ah,
Well, you guys caught my attention. That's why you're here. That's why I wanted you on my show.
Right on.
we appreciate you having us on.
And you're welcome. And we always encourage you guys, if you want to come back,
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
always encourage if you want to play your music on our show.
Oh, of course.
So we'll give you the heads up of like, hey, you want to do this instead of throwing you on a spot. You got your guitar? No.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be
But
fun.
yeah, we'll schedule that. And when your new music comes out, or throw both of them in there.
All
And
right.
then we'll set up a date so you guys can come back and you'll play some music and talk with us for a bit if you'd like.
Right on.
We'd love that.
Awesome.
Excellent.
I love that too. All right. So the new music, you have a lot of songs coming up, and can't wait to hear all of that. And you said you got some videos coming with it to blend to make with that.
Yeah. There's a video we'll throw with the song.
Awesome. I
Show
love the
people that
videos.
we care.
Yeah. Throw it in there.
Yeah, we'll put the video in there.
There you go. So where can people find you? Give all your socials.
You could check us out at Darkest Day Facebook. What is it? .com. I don't know the exact address though, but just search Darkest Daylight Band, and
Okay.
we'll pop up pretty much anywhere. Just search Darkest Daylight on YouTube, and you'll find us there.
We're on like Spotify
TikTok,
and all that stuff,
Spotify,
too.
all those types of things. We're all there. Just don't know the exact address of all these things, but just do the little Google search, and we're gonna be everywhere, aren't we, Jim? Yep. Yeah. You'll see stuff
Awesome.
there. Darkest Daylight. Don't forget.
Awesome. Darkest Daylight. You got it.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, it has been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for coming to Front Row Promotions. I enjoyed talking with you and getting to know you.
Likewise. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. And I like to have everybody see what I see, and that's good music, wonderful music. And it's nice to watch the video and come back and play your music on my show.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So hang tight, and we'll talk after the show. And I'm just gonna wrap it up and we'll go off the air, and then we'll just talk some more.
All right.
All right. Thank you all for watching Front Row Promotions.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Darkest Daylight. Yes. Check these guys out. Woo! All right. Lisa, Front Row Promotions. Bye now.
See you.
Mhm.